up, no? What up, no? Real talk, real quick, real talk. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do what you want to do, that it don't make sense, that it's not gonna work, you're never gonna get there. Do what makes you happy every day. I'm gonna take a uh, line from was it Sister Act, and we'll be told Lauren Hill. She said, if every day when you wake up, all you can think about is right, and you're supposed to be a writer, girl. You wake up in the morning, and the first thing you think about is your dreams and aspirations. Aspire and continue to dream. Go and do the things that you want to do. Life is too short. Okay? I don't know why I'm saying all this, because I haven't done a video in a while, but life is too short. It's just too short. Like, I just keep thinking about a few years back, how I lost one of my little brothers, to gun violence in Myrtle Beach. I love him so much, miss him so much. Every day still think about him. Life is too short not to be happy. I waited until I was well in my 30s to chase my dreams and goals. I waited because I was waiting on the right time. I was waiting when my family could do without me. I was waiting for that perfect moment to go for what I wanted, but there's never a perfect moment. There's never a right time. The time is when you make it. If you decide today or tomorrow that you want to go do something, go do it. You're not promised today or tomorrow. I'm sitting there making this video and could be dead by 6 p.m. You don't know where death is at. You don't know where an accident is at. You don't know where your life could just change so drastically and you can't chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Do what it is that makes you smile every day. There is no reason for you to wake up going someplace or doing something that just makes you unhappy every day, or sticking around someplace that makes you unhappy. Go and be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. You will not get another chance to do this. It's not like you got all this time in the world to go, oh, I'll put it off. I'm damn near 40 years old, and I'm just now doing a lot of the basic things that, people should do. I'm just now grasping on to how to do basic things, when I could have been did this if I was not waiting for that perfect moment, if I wasn't so concerned what my family would say, if I wasn't so concerned with making sure everybody else would be okay. Make sure you're okay. Because at the end of the day, when you're depressed and you down and you got these old shoulda, coulda, wouldas, everybody that you've helped, you help them reach their dreams. You help them accomplish what it is they want to accomplish. You push them. You motivated them. But what about you? Who's gonna push and motivate you? And even if ain't nobody, if this the only push and motivation that you get, play this over and over again until you motivate yourself every day. Till you get up. Let me tell you something. I wake up. I used to wake up and still do sometimes every morning. As soon as my eyes open, I ain't even get the cat butters out my eyes, and the devil's telling me, you're never gonna be this. You're not gonna do this. You're never gonna make it. You're a failure. You're nothing. Nobody loves you. Nobody likes you. And that would start my day. And I used to let it get to me. Now I'm like, oh yeah? Oh. Now it's like, for real? Oh. Or he'd be like, oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh, really? You telling me it ain't gonna work? You let me know the future? Oh, okay. Now it's like, whatever. Because I've seen the things that God can do. I've seen how God can. I'm not gonna keep going because y'all know how I do. This will be a 12-minute video. But I just wanted to come by and give you a little Friday motivation, man. Push, keep pushing, keep going. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what people say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I really don't. I remember, this is the last story. I remember when I moved out the first time, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do this on my own. I was like 27 years old. First time moving out on my own. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I moved to a 2-bedroom, old brick house, shack, run down, but I was happy because it was mine. Like, seriously happy because it was mine. I mean, that thing was just, it was horrible. Everything was brick and mortar. I had about 3 or 4 outlet sockets. I had to run extension cords from room to room. I didn't have nothing. I remember for like the first couple months, I didn't have a refrigerator. I ate out of a cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that. And now I live in a gated community. It's like, it's crazy. I'm sitting outside right now. Like, I wish I could show, well, probably could show y'all, but no, I can't do it. But I live in a gated community. You know what I'm saying? I live in a nice, beautiful, beautiful surroundings. You know what I'm saying? I started from the bottom. I ain't at the top yet. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much more. It's so much more that I'm going to do. So many things, so many places that I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? This time next year, I'll be in Atlanta, doing greater things than I'm doing here in Pooler. It's like, don't give up. Continue to chase your dreams. I don't care how many times you fall. Continue to get up. I don't care how many times people tell you ain't worth it. Continue to go. The best revenge is to prove them wrong. The best thing to do is continue to go. And I guarantee you, one way, shape, form, or the other, they're going to see you. You may not see them, but they're going to see you doing the things that you said you was going to do. And they're not gonna come and say, "Oh, congratulations." They're not gonna come and be like, "Oh, I'm proud of you," or anything like that. They're gonna just be like, and keep going. They ain't gonna have nothing else to say. They're not gonna approach you. They gonna see you. You may not see them, but they will see you. Just, life is short. And I say this, what I'm saying, to all y'all, man, y'all young people. Listen, I remember back in the day when they used to talk to me, my old, my aunts, my uncles, my dad, my mom. They used to always talk to me and tell me certain things. It'll work out, or, just advise me in certain ways. And when I was younger, I didn't want to accept it. I was like, man, whatever, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I got this all figured out. Whatever. I got it all figured out. I didn't have it all figured out. You don't have it all figured out. Nobody has it all figured out. Only one is God. The older you get, the more you realize that you have so much more to learn. And now I'm one of those people where I'm talking to the kids. Listen, man, it ain't nothing out here in these streets. Nothing. That thugging and all this other crazy stuff, that's played out. That's gone. Riding for your block and hot, yeah, that's gone. You know what I'm saying? How about get out the hood, go travel, see some other hoods, some other places and things, some people. I remember, and it's so crazy, you probably think I'm retarded, but I remember when I came to Georgia for the first time, it was me and my dog, and we was just riding. I was just like, man, I just want to get out of South Carolina. I just got to get out of here. Just hopped in the truck and left. Ended up in Tybee Island. On my way back, I kept looking in the rearview mirror. I kept looking. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be back. And I kept saying, like, my whole way down the interstate, the whole 2-hour ride back home, I kept looking in my rearview mirror. Like, it's people back there. There's other places and neighborhoods. There's other jobs. There's other communities back there. There's a life back where I just came from. South Carolina is not the only place. And it's crazy because I remember I had a map that I used to keep on my wall in my studio office. I used to keep a map on it just to remind me that there's other places. It's not just South Carolina. So if you're in a situation where you feel like this is it doesn't have to be a location thing. Anything. You feel like you're stuck. There's other places. There's other things. There's other people. There's other avenues. I never thought I would be chasing the chef dream. It was always about writing music and stuff like that. But you don't know how God is going to move you, And it's like, even now, though I am chasing this dream and, opening my business, trying to open this catering business and stuff like that, music is still near and dear to my heart, and I'm still writing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God will move in some weird ways to get you where He wants you to be at. But trust God, trust the process. Just continue to pray to Him. Don't worry about what nobody else say. Who cares? It took me so long to learn that. It took me so long not to care about what people thought of me. You know what I'm saying? And it really did. My best friends can tell you. My family, they weighed heavy on me. I could, I used to everything. Like, look at me. See, I told you. I'll be honest thing. So 10 minutes. Like my sister, she used to just ridicule me so bad and just dog me and call me, oh, you dirty dyke, you this, you think you a man, and just some of the most evil things that you could say to a dog in the street. My family said to me, and this ain't to throw my family under the bus. I love my mother, I love my family, but this is to say that people will do that to you. People will just discourage you in some of the craziest ways. And most of the time, it's your family, it's your friends, it's the ones who's close to you, who mean something to you. You go and they just treat you like crap. You're like, what did I do to you? I'm just trying to live my life. I'm trying to live my best life, But I mean, some of the most derogatory things I've been called, I've been told. My family just dogged me when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And that set the tone for my life. When I tell you I couldn't make a move without thinking, well, what my mama gonna say? What my sister gonna say? What would they say if I did this? What would my church say? My every move was dictated by their every thought of me, their perception of me, And I didn't want to do anything because I didn't want them to feel no other type of way. They're like, they already think I'm this, that, and the third. So if I go chasing this, they're going to think I'm silly. With my music, I know I have a way with words. I know that I can do great things. And I always knew. I believed in myself the whole time. But because of the things that people would say to me, I wouldn't chase my dreams. I would just be like, whatever, it's not going to work. But chase your dreams. I don't care what nobody say about you. Because the thing about it ain't true unless you make it true. If they tell you a dirty, no good, nothing tall, the only way that that's going to be true is if you walk around dirty and don't do nothing at all. If you put forth an effort every day, even if you don't make it you know what I'm saying? Like it takes you 10, 12 years to make your dreams come true. You put forth an effort every single day, then you're not a nothing all because you're chasing your dreams. Some dreams take longer to come into fruition than others. Some dreams are so magnificent that they need more time to mature. You need time to mature and to grow in order to walk in that space. You can't walk in that space any type of way. You got to walk in that space in a certain you got to have a certain type of character. You have to have gone through a certain level of experience, and you have to have experienced some things before you can actually walk in the fullness. Yeah, I think I'm playing, but there's some things that you got to do in order to walk in the fullness of what you're asking God for, or what God has placed on the inside of you as far as what you're supposed to be in life. A lot of times people think it's all about, the only way God can use you is if you a preacher or a minister or something in the church. And that's not true. Do you know how many people we have chased away because they didn't have the same goals and dreams as everybody else in the church or in the family? Do you know how many people, how many entrepreneurs that could do great things for God? Like my dad used to say, it's more than one way to tithe. You could tithe if you don't have the money. You could tithe in all type of ways. So there's so many ways that you can help. There's so many ways that you can help build the kingdom of God. Sometimes it takes a sinner to get a saint straight. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to hear that. They don't want to feel like that because they want it to be perfect and how they want it to be. But nah, man, I don't care. Gay, straight, black, white, fat, skinny. I don't care. Vegan, not a vegan, vegetarian, who cares? You eat pork chop, I don't eat it. So what? Chase your dreams. I'm telling you, I ain't there yet, but I am so much further than anybody thought I would be. My my I'm like I said, I'm not dogging my family, but I know they expected me to be home. It's been almost a year now. Matter of fact, it's been a year since I left South Carolina, and started to leave South Carolina. I was back and forth for a while, but it's been a year. It's been a year almost since I've been with my girlfriend. You know, the one that everybody, oh, she gonna leave you. She's not gonna stick with you. This woman has stuck with me through some of the craziest things. And I have never had that. I gave her so many problems because I've never experienced devotion, real love, sticking by your mate. We in this together. Whatever we go through, we together. I mean, some of the things, like, I was already preconditioned to think in certain ways because of how I grew up, because of how, you know, how I was. I was already preconditioned to certain things. Certain things in my head just went certain ways because that's the way it's always went. She looked at me, what the heck is wrong with you? That's not how this goes. That's not how love works. That's not how this works. I'm like, yes, it is. What are you talking about? I had to learn a lot because I was cut off. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I mean, like I said, when I wake up in the morning, the devil's already at my door. He's waiting for me to wake up so he can talk that negativity in my mind. And that's how it was when I was growing up. It was like, you know what I'm saying? My mom worked hard for us. You know, she worked 2 jobs. Sometimes, you know, I didn't see my mom because she was working so hard for us. My dad wasn't really around. So, you know, in the absence of my mom, a lot of things went on that, you know, could have been curtailed if my mom, you know, was able to be home more, but she wasn't. She had to work. My dad wasn't there. You know, I had my auntie who raised us. You know, the rest, it was all God. I was fending for myself. I figured out things on my own. I figured out life on my own, and a lot of things, they were wrong. You know, a lot of ways of thinking were wrong because I did it on my own. I didn't have that extra guidance. I didn't have nobody to sit down and talk to me like I'm talking to y'all. I didn't have nobody to actually care, really cared about Crystal. I had friends and stuff like that, and you know they were there, but I still didn't tell them everything. You know, my best friend who knows everything about me is still so much more that she does not know. But a lot she put 2 and 2 together because she's my friend. She knows me. You know what I'm saying? So I missed out on so much. I'm just telling you, don't miss out. Don't allow the opinions of people to bring you down. If you a writer, write. If you a rapper, rap. If you a cook, cook. You know, whatever it is that you do that brings you joy. I don't care what people say. Oh, there ain't a need for that. Oh, that's silly. Oh, that don't make sense. Oh, that ain't nothing. You ain't nobody. Man, please. I remember my dad saying, he said, everything that you do it like you doing it for God. And I remember I wrote a song when I was younger, and it was one line that said, even if you're buffing floors, make every square shine like you buffing for the Lord. Everything that you do it to the glory of God. And even the Bible say that. Everything, because God put that in you. God put that gift in you already anyway. So do it to the glory of God. Don't let people tell you, because when I was rapping, they be like, oh, that's not God. That's not music. And I'm sitting up here like, God, how? You give me these words and you allow me to say all these things and like revelations, and I mean, like, I was so hard on myself because my family used to tell me, oh, rapping ain't this right, and I would go to church and they'd be like, oh, this old gospel rap is all crap, it's just that, and it discouraged me. When I tell y'all, man, I was so discouraged by my church. I love my church, don't get me wrong, I love my pastor, I love them, but you have to be careful what you say and how you say it. When they used to talk about homosexuals, oh, these old dyking, these old misfits and don't know what they're doing, and they just going to hell, and they nasty. You want to lick all on each other, and they took everything and made it sexual. Like, you forget the fact that I love this person like you love your person. That it's not about licking and sucking and all this other stuff. They would make it so perverted because they didn't understand what it was about. It was all, you think, oh, it's just because you want to have different types of sex and all this stuff like that. What? How you mean? It's not about that. It's about who I am as a person. and what I like as a person, what makes me happy as a person. Now, whether that's right or wrong between me and God, that's between me and God. Your job is to preach the word and to encourage. And God said, Jesus said what? Through love and kindness have I drawn thee. You know? So family and churches, schools even can can plant things in your mind like when you're younger to stop you. Man, listen, don't let it stop you. Don't let it make you feel like you're nothing. That what makes you happy is worth crap. Then you out here searching how to be somebody else or how to do something else. For what? God made you who he made you for a reason. He made you the way he made you for a purpose. He knew you was gonna be what you was gonna be before you decided you was gonna be it. So why would you sit here and worry about what somebody else got to say? I understand that it's hard not to take in consideration your family and what they say, because this is the first group that you belong to when you were born. This is your group. This is your group, your flock. Then you grow up and you get your own, you formulate your own groups and flocks. But this is the first group that you belong to. So when they don't accept you, when they put it out there like you ain't nothing, oh, you gonna believe you ain't nothing. And I just hate that factor. I hate it. I hate it. And when I tell y'all I hate it, this thing is pressing on my spirit. It's pressing on my spirit. I hate it. And I just like, I almost want to cry, because not because of me and what I've been through, but because I know what so many other people are going through and have not reached the level of understanding that I've gotten to. I know how much more there could be before they actually get to the point of realizing that they are somebody, that you make a difference, that you matter. I just hate the fact that so many are going to give up before they reach that point.